Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
On the toss, Bernard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, Peterman. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Lucky 56. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Back to Philly, here we go! Detroit!
They go play action with Peterman. Open man is Uzama. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Peterman. To Mixon on the check down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Watching that, Barney.
Mixon with a first down carry. And an alley to run. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, here's Peterman. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and throw for it with Peterman. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. That's complete to John Ross. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Gone. Detroit. Gone.
Now Bernard. And he'll get nothing there. stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Peterman on 2nd down. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Out of the gun, Peterman. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I
good.
just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Now Peterman, throw left side, complete to Ross. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Peterman to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gone! 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 Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Bernard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, and we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On 3rd down, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Time to step aside. We're back to Baltimore after this. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Peterman here from down around his goal line. To the left side here for Eifert. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and 2. Now Peterman. And able to find Green. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Throwing now, Peterman on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Peterman. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half, it's Peterman. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game. It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Watch it now, Barney!
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Over! Watch it now, Barney!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Evans leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Watch it now, Barney!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. They'll throw on first down with Peterman. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, Peterman. His throw incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that takes us from second to third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now, Bengals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gone!
To throw is Peterman. And caught right side, Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it here with Bernard. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, Peterman. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Here's Peterman to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Peterman. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
He'll get it up the middle. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are in for 6. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically. Because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. And they'll go on the ground. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Ravens on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, partner, this drive has been a model of efficiency. They've done everything they've wanted to. And the defensive guys, they've got to be getting frustrated. They can't figure out how to get off the field.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 1st down, Peterman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Collins fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
We're good.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there in the final minute. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Jackson to throw. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd down. Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker. See if he can get you to overtime. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So 3 points, the deciding margin, and the kick no good at the end that could have sent us to overtime. And while it was a decently long